Hey guys, welcome back to RBG Kitchen. Tonight, as promised, we will be making tacos. Tonight, here in this household, it is taco night, and we are welcoming you guys along for the journey. So, we are going to pan through very quickly through these ingredients to show you what we will be using and if you want to replicate it. So, here we go. Over here we have 2 packs of flour tortilla. They are burrito style. I have these because my husband and my son likes to make burritos. So not only with just the regular taco ingredients, I will be making jasmine white rice and black beans. We have 2 heads of loose leaf lettuce. We have tomatoes on the vine. We have 2 packs here of 4 cheese mix. We have Mexican crema, and we have green Mexican salsa, which is in medium. We don't like too much heat here, well, at least I don't. Here we have a regular fresh avocado. We have also guacamole for the ones that, like an extra thing in there. We have here what I was talking about that I like to fry for my tostadas, because this is my favorite way of eating tacos. These are corn tortillas. Over here is the meat. We have 4 packs of thinly sliced chicken cutlets, and these are going to be the seasonings for today. We have garlic powder, the ground pepper, ground oregano, which is the little one, couldn't get to it, and as always the Goya sazonador. So that's going to be the chicken. We're probably going to be doing that last, as that chicken is going to cook very, very quickly. Panning over here, that's going to be our rice. We have it set already there. That's 3 cups. When I'm talking about 3 cups, I'm talking about 3 mason cups that are 16 ounces. All right, panning over here, this is going to be the ingredients that we're going to be using for our black beans. Now, this recipe, I did get it from the community at YouTube. I think it's an older video. If I can find it, I'll link it, but I don't know. It's going to be really probably hard to find it. So I have 3 cans of black beans. It really doesn't matter what brand you use as long as it's black beans. I have some Goya extra virgin olive oil, 1 big onion. It's going to be a couple of garlic cloves. We got what us in Puerto Rico like to call recao, and some cilantrillo. So that's going to go all into the pot once we cut them up. But this is the pot where we're going to be doing the beans, and over here I have what we like to call a caldero with a rolling boil of water already ready to receive the rice. So we are going to go ahead and wash this rice so we can go ahead and throw that into that pot, and we can get started with the beans. All right, y'all, so there you have it. I washed the rice. I rinsed it once because I didn't want to lose all the flavor of the jasmine rice. If it would have been regular rice, I would have rinsed it 2 to 3 times until the water runs as clear as I can get it. But here it is. It's already in there. I added salt to the water to taste. I leveled out the water to make sure that there's enough water for the rice. And then I added some corn oil. So now we're just going to sit and wait for the water to completely evaporate. And then we'll move it around, settle it nicely, put the lid over it, and put it to bed. And it's not much rice, so it'll usually take about maybe 20 to 25 minutes for this amount of rice to cook. All right, y'all. I already put my rice to bed. That thing was ready. My stove looks like it is in a rush. Don't know where it's going. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the beans, as I was stating. I don't have measurements to any of this, as I probably stated earlier. I've stated in a couple of videos already, probably hopefully that you guys have watched. We are garlic lovers here. I mean, not to like bite into one, LOL, but the flavoring, the essence of it. So You know, you can put in a handful of them in there if you want. It's all to your preference. I never claim to be a chef. I'm just a home cook, and I'm a homebody, and I love, you know, the hobbies that I do. Because yes, I'm going to call this a hobby because I need to put that in my head, because other than that, if I call it a chore, it's not going to happen. So, and with these, I really don't like chop or anything, because like I said, these things you can't chop or cut little, because remember, once this has come to like a rolling boil, and that's with all the condiments in the pot, you know, the beans and everything that you're going to put in there, and the beans are almost done. All of these stuff that you are putting in there, the garlic, the onion, the leaves, and the peppers, which I forgot to get out of my freezer. Gotta go get those. All of this is going to be removed, and you're just going to be left with sauce and beans. So remember, don't cut any of this tiny, because if you do, trust me, you're going to be playing fishing, and it's not going to be fun because you're not going to be able to lift anything up. So what I like to do is, you know, my bracelet always gets in the way. I just, sorry for the ear. I just like to just, you know, bruise it up a little bit there if it's possible, and just leave it as that. All right, guys, so this is pretty much what I did. I literally ended up using about half of the bunch of cilantro. I think I have either 7 or 8 of the recao. The onion, which was about, I was going to say medium to a little bit large, I ended up just cubing it into 4. The garlic pretty much looks like this. It's just a little bit bruised up. Ended up taking out my green peppers out of the freezer, so we're probably going to end up throwing maybe 7, 8 slices of those in there. So we're going to get ahead and move you over to the stove. All right, so let's turn on the stove, about medium-high heat. Okay. Goya extra virgin olive oil. Been using this thing in my house since I can remember, since I've been little. Now, like I said, and I'll continue to repeat, don't claim to be a chef, just a home cook. Just like I say, don't claim to be a farmer, just a backyard gardener. So just a couple of enough to just coat the bottom just a little bit. It's not fully coated. It's just enough to stir fry these things here. I don't even let it get like hot, because remember, these things are wet. So if I let it get too hot, it's gonna start spiking back up at me. So I just start throwing things in there. It really doesn't even matter. So literally, that was the recao that went in first. The onions are gonna go in right after. There's really no wrong or right way on how to do this. It's literally like dumping things in. This is the cilantro right behind it. I'm gonna try, no, I failed. I was gonna try to grab all the garlic all in one handful, but that obviously did not happen. And that's all the garlic in there. And then from there, we have our peppers. I mean, listen, so how expensive the peppers are, that when I do get them, I make sure I slice them up nice and thin. Well, this is not, well, in betweeny. And I just put them in there. We're talking about what, 4? Lost my count because I'm talking. 4, 5, 6, 7. That don't even count as 8, but whatever. So now we're just gonna saute this for a little bit, and then we'll probably add a little bit of water once it gets sauteed, so you know we can have something down there so it doesn't burn. And we'll introduce the beans. Well, no, we'll introduce the seasonings first and then the beans. So let me go ahead and rinse these beans out first, and then we'll add the seasoning. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so as this is starting to wilt in the pot, we are going to add the seasoning. We don't measure around here. We just go by taste. So we're going to start off Goya sazonador. It's pretty much everything we're going to use to season the meat minus the salt. Here, A pinch of salt is needed. In the meat, no salt. So let's go ahead and add these beans so we can move on to the next process. I add in 4 cans of water, and I will be right back with you guys to show you what it looks like in the pot. Y'all, there she is. Isn't that the prettiest bowl of green loose leaf lettuce that you have ever seen? I think the beans look delicious. Not that I eat them, but they look ready to start taking out the leafy greens, the peppers, the onions, and the garlic. Look at that rice. So scrumptious, so nice and hot, and just completely done. Don't mind the residual that you see on the pot. That just means that it started up there with liquid and it has literally receded to where you see it at now. It pretty much does not have much liquid at all left, but if you can see, look at the thickness of that liquid, or what we like to call it here, juguito from the habichuelas. This thing is pretty much done and it smells fantastic. I'm just gonna have my taste testers come down here and taste this because, like I told you guys, I don't eat beans. So I went ahead and cooked all of the meat because, like I already mentioned, whatever I have left over can churn into chicken Alfredo, can churn into taco salad, and even chicken Caesar salad, which is my son's favorite as well. I swear this kid needed to be Italian. What I also did over here while I was off camera, I went ahead and chopped the red onion, which I was saying, and mixed it with some finely chopped cilantro, and just literally put a glove on because I can't stand onions either. Y'all dealing with a picky eater here at RBG, but I love to grow everything and anything because everybody around me eats everything I grow. That's family, friends, and including neighbors. And literally just mashed it with my hands, in between my hands, and incorporated and infused the oils and flavors from the cilantro and the red onion. So my husband will finish his taco topping with this. And I also went ahead and chopped literally all of the tomatoes. Okay, y'all, so we are nearing the end of this. So what I'm doing now is what I like to eat my tacos in, is the actual tostada or tostada. What you're looking for it to do is to turn into this nice, what is it, golden color? God, I can't get my colors. Can't talk. I can't get my colors together. I'm in trouble, guys. All right, so it has the golden color in the edges already. So I'm not usually completely successful on obtaining the golden color throughout the whole tostada, but you know, because if I try, half of the times I end up burning it and win about that life, right? It's not that serious, but you know, this is pretty much the concept. All right, guys, it has been a long day, even though for you guys it is seconds because you literally just watch the video as it runs through, but I feel like I have been in this kitchen literally for hours. It's a simple dish to eat, but when you complicate it with making black beans and white rice, which is not hard to make, and you know, cutting everything up and all that, it gets a little tedious. But anywho's, here we are. This is the spread. We have everything cut up. We are starting off right here. The white rice is literally heaping and nice and hot still, even though it was made long ago. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it uncovered because we're getting ready to plate. We still have the onions with the cilantro there. We have the lettuce over here. We have the avocado over there that has not been opened because if not it turns brown. We're not ready to do that. I already went ahead and opened the crema mexicana. The green Mexican salsa is already open because we use that here with everything, literally. The cheese is already open with a spoon inside. The guac I haven't opened because the same thing with the avocado. Don't want it to go green. I mean, brown. Hello, it is green. The tomatoes already diced up with the spoon in there, so nobody be sticking the little fingers in there. I have the flour tortillas over here, nice and warm. So all I need to do is cool them. The meat, beautiful. Don't judge the stove, guys. You know, it was working today. It worked hard. It's nice here. It's marinating on its own juices in the bottom. There's some juice still there, which is just the way I like it. So like that, if I have leftovers, which I probably am most likely, it still has some juices. So if I have to heat it up tomorrow, there's still something there, especially with chicken breast. It can get a little dry, and I don't want that to happen. These are the tostadas. I have to say, I have to commend myself. Look at that. They're beautiful. I didn't burn a single one. Kudos to me. And then last but not least, like I said, don't pay attention too much to the rim here because it's just been simmered all the way down. But these type of beans is that the longer that you let it sit, the more it thickens. And look how thick these things are. But yeah, guys, that's the pan of everything. We are ready to bust this down. So I'm about to call my family, call the troops down because they is hangry. I mean, it is late here in the RBG home, but this is what they wanted. I also wanted to record it for you guys in case if y'all wanted to attempt the Puerto Rican style of making tacos, because that's what I'm calling it. If you have any suggestions for me to alter this recipe, which I probably won't, but I take suggestions because my husband always likes to, you know, clean his palate, give us something new. The kids are just like me. If it ain't broke, don't change it. But I'll always take suggestions, so please leave any comments on the comment space below. I would love to read them and interact with you guys. Please also, if you can, guys, help us out. Please like and subscribe. Give us those thumbs up so that the YouTube community can see us grow, can know who we are, and we can grow with you guys. You guys can grow with us, because here at RBG it's not only just gardening. As you guys can see, we're doing lifestyle, we're doing cooking, we're doing everything over here. You guys are getting a little bit of everything, a little bit of who we are, a little bit of our family of 4. So stick with us, stay with us, enjoy the ride. We love you. Bye.